Good morning, you beautiful person. So today we're quickly going to load some food for Cornell, hooked up his trailer, and we're going to quickly go to the shops to collect some old food that we then give to his pigs. It's a lovely morning, weather is beautiful, pigs are also looking happy and healthy. Hello mama pig, lots of babies, very nice. This is our haul from Spar. Lots of bread, cauliflower, etc. Okay, so update on the pigs this morning. We are now back from collecting pig food from the farm. So these small pigs have been in here for almost a week now. I'll write down below how many days I have to count. I see there's a pipe that we missed. I'm sure they messed that one up nicely. We removed all of the pipes, or we thought we removed all of the pipes. And then one thing that you notice is there's more plastic than you can imagine. And Moremi, tel julle gou vir my die plastic op asseblief. Enzo, please help him. So I can't remember there having been any plastic before the pumpkins were planted, but somehow during the process plastic came in here and plastic's lying around on different places. I see the guys didn't remove this pipe, and there's one more pipe there that also hasn't been removed. So we'll have to see how much damage the pigs did to that. This one probably didn't get removed because there's some pipes on the outside still connected to it as well. Right, so this is what it currently looks like. What's interesting is they didn't do the Lucinas, they didn't do as much damage as I thought they would. To the beans, they actually treated the beans quite well. There's quite a lot of beans still left. Knocked down. Yeah man, what's your story? Go eat there. What is interesting that I wanted to show a while ago is that the Lucina, I have Lucina here that's been eaten by the termites. So that one you can't pull out yet. This one I pulled out a couple of days ago. This is the bottom. That's what it looks like on top. Completely devoured by termites at the bottom. So this was stuck in the ground. I just touched it and it came out completely. But my question to you is whether we should take them out yet and put the onions and the beetroot and cauliflower and things like that in here already, or whether we should leave them some more so they can spit everything around. The other thing that I was thinking of doing is, as soon as I plant all the beetroots and onions and things like that, everything that needs sun, to cut all of these Lucinas off at the ground level and let them regrow. And they will regrow very fast, but that will give the onions and things some time for sun. Or maybe have everything sprout and then cut it off, so there's a little bit of shade when they are sprouting. Something like that. I'd like to hear your opinion on that. Okay, so I went to go make a video outside quickly, that before and after video that you see or saw. I haven't decided yet. Asked the kids to put in new flowers into the vase. Came back to this. So it's much more of a mess. Oh, yeah. You made a mess. You know it. And so I'm quickly going to go through some. I'm going to embrace the mess, but I'm going to go through some comments and answer them.
Embrace the mess.
Embrace the mess. You're on video, don't tell. I'm making a video. You need to try and behave.
I took this sunflower.
Okay. So I think let's start with the elephant in the room is Emmanuel that sort of used all of the mulch and took the mulch out of his garden and threw that away. That was quite a big thing that happened this week. Now, I was in his garden for 2 minutes. We offloaded the pumpkins. I had to rush to Manette, and then I had to rush to the next appointment. So I didn't have time to speak to him. Then it became weekend. He wanted to have his shop open. He was there. I was on the farm. And then his wife got sick. He phoned me last night and said, listen, I'm going to take my wife to hospital. And so for now, We simply don't know. Then don't break the flowers, son. Don't break them at all, right? You can play with them nicely, you can make them nicely, give them to your mother, but don't break them. And so I don't know. I don't know what happened to the mulch. I don't know why he did it. I know what he said. You know, quick conversation. It was basically the termites. Termites was the main problem. That's what it came down to. There's a lot of other things that, you know, we're thinking about. Things like social pressure. Everybody coming to the shop, looking over the wall, seeing it's a messy garden, etc. Other people said, but I thought the chickens were there to control the termites. Fladder. I'm not sure whether he didn't use the chickens enough. I'm not sure. What I'll do is I will have a big chat to him and then we'll speak about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some more comments. I sat next to close to the house so I can have Wi-Fi. So okay, Colleen said thank you Mikon and Frank for your generosity. That's regarding Mikon's garden birthday. Yes, thank you very much. Joaquim Costa, thank you very much for the €50 super thanks. That is just wonderful. Thank you so much. More about the chickens. The dog chef, Lissa. She's coming to visit in 10 days, I hope.
New doggy.
American lady that's coming to visit us in 10 days. So that's wonderful. She said, nice weather, cool enough for a campfire, definitely. Mural is fantastic. Also, Lissa, the dog chef. Yes, that mural on Emmanuel's house is fantastic. Lotje grows wild, the channel that you can follow. Lotje said the second house is fantastic. Now, this is regarding Crazy Carol, as she called herself. She's coming to Otjiwarongo to open a soup kitchen, but she's also looking to buy a house. So she asked me to go and visit other houses for her, sold by other realtors. So I really tried to find something for her in a price range that I can sell to her, but there's nothing that I would sell to her if she was my mother wanting to do permaculture, except for the farm next door maybe, but that wasn't one that she would go. So Philip Butler said regarding wifey, if you are coming in here, you're going to be on camera. So Philip Butler said you should use compost around the house, but do termites take compost? Yes, termites do take the compost. These termites, they take everything that's been organic, that will be organic. They eat living plants, they eat dead plants, they eat anything. So our termites do eat everything. Sarah J said, I think let Ims and Vanessa experiment. It's their living space. They have tried mulch and clearly seen some downsides with it. Maybe a different type of something. Keep it manageable work. Perhaps they would like to try artificial mulch alternative, and at least have the earlier mulching will have improved the soil somewhat. Yes, that mulch that was there definitely improved the soil. And I agree. We need to take Ims and Vanessa into account. I'm thinking of a living mulch. Sweet potatoes or something like that. I think that's going to be great. Sweet potatoes is a fantastic mulch. I just couldn't get some this year. Then the Food Forest Oz, our sister channel, said regarding my hair, I wanted to grow like a mullet fluffy thing. He can't grow a mullet anymore, so it's I will have to do it while I still can. I also can't do it. I have a wife, so if I was still single, I maybe have done it, but I guess I would have stayed single then. Okay, let's find something nice. Joaquim. Perhaps plant ground cover at Ims rather than mulching. I agree. That might be a good idea. Arthur Dentzapo-Beeb said, seems like a big middle finger to Dano, considering all the help and support. No, I don't think it's a middle finger. Ims doesn't have an aggressive bone in his body, and it's not a middle finger to me at all. I don't see it like that. do think we need to search first to understand, or seek first to understand one of the seven habits. So we'll seek first to understand. Okay, it's all imps. Let's see if we cannot find any older comments, other than the mulch. That thing did pull a lot of things. Okay, regarding Frank Realtor, which also gave a tank to imps, regarding the chickens picking the invasive mealworms. Happy chickens, tasty eggs. Yes, I think that's cool. Okay, Jeffrey Sachs says, has the solar powered night light in the chicken coop to attract bugs, change the flavor and taste or quantity of the resulting eggs. So our chickens lay as much eggs as is chickenly possible. Basically an egg a day per chicken, which is grand. We couldn't notice the different taste in bugs, and now that the winter is coming, the night bugs are becoming a lot less. So I don't think they're getting in as many bugs during the night now. However, they are out most of the day, and they do harvest, all sorts of bugs everywhere. And I think we love the eggs. I just don't know if there's a difference in taste, but we love the eggs. Green and grow. Donna, you're always worried that you're not doing enough. You and the guys have accomplished so much. Started following you before Christmas. So much has happened. Don't beat yourself up. Now, yes, that is one of my big problems in life. I always feel like I'm a useless, lazy person, not doing enough work. I don't know if that will ever change. I said to my wife, it's what I do. I work harder, and then I feel at night, I feel like I should have done more. So thank you, Green and Grow. I do try, and my wife also helps with getting that sort of feeling out of me. When I look back at videos of what the place looked like a year ago, then I can clearly see a change. But every night I feel like a little failure. But it changes. Okay. Looks like the chicks were happy devouring the mealworms and beetles, so that's a nice source of protein for them. Soon I think you will be able to source most of their feed from your farm and only need to buy the minimum amount of feed just to make sure they get all the needed nutrition. Maybe you can even look in the dense nutrient supplement of some sorts of the chicken. Basically what it says is soon we'll be able to have the chickens just forage for food. I believe our egg-laying chickens... No, don't do that. Why, child, why? I believe our egg-laying chickens does have enough food on the farm. We give them the laying meal just for the hell of it, but they do eat most of their food, I believe, from the farm in any case. Our meat chickens is a different story. I had a very interesting conversation with a lady regarding that. She's going to send some recipes and stuff. She says she feeds her chickens mostly moringa and something else. So if you're watching, please remember to send me that recipe. Let me feed my meat chickens that. The meat chicken still eats 100% bought food. As soon as we can let them out, as soon as our infrastructure is a little bit better, then we can do that. Lack breakfast. That was on Cornell's day. Yeah, Cornell has got. It's fantastic to wake up on a Friday and sit next to a fire. Definitely. Let's go back. More comments. Who let the pigs out? Oink, oink, oink. The congratulations channel. Persista culture. At MRCPM. Always says persista culture. I like that term quite a bit. I thought you wanted ground cover over the summer to protect the moisture. Is that a lost cause due to the termites? Yeah, we want ground cover always. The termites does make it more difficult, but not impossible. It will definitely help. Okay, I will have an effect, but it will not stop us. Okay, swales run parallel to the Earth's contour with the intention to hold water at the level contour. On the other hand, gullies are created by water. This is now in regards to us moving soil from a swale into a gully. It is then a good idea to fill up the gullies with rocks and sediment so that the water does not run off the land and tend to build swales. This is at RTW 360. Hollowed out and dried pumpkins make good birdhouses. That is interesting. Esther Ban Coral, probably one of the most interesting commenters. Not always friendly comments. It feels like, I don't know if he translated from Spanish or something, but it always feels like there's a little bit of a pinch. I don't mind. I like it actually. It teaches me and triggers things in my brain. So Esther Ban Coral, thank you so much. Okay, just to take the screws out. Pigs loves beans. Yes. Very interesting. You'll see now on the video where I started. They left the beans for last.
I have a funny thing to say.
Okay, say your funny thing.
There's a turn on the
You are a strange puppy. Okay, asking for a friend. No, don't tell your jokes now. Papa's busy. Okay. I made a joke about the chloroform for keeping a child calm, but interesting comment, vitamin B1 calmed my kids down more than anything. Just saying it's vitamin B1, that's quite cool. Vitamin B is a amazing vitamin. I think I do like a spectrum of vitamin B, and I can clearly feel the difference when I drank it and when I didn't. Those little piggies can provide lard for frying healthy pumpkin chips. Yes. So I'm not a big pig eater, but I do like cooking with sheep fat. So whenever we had sheep, I cook out the fat and I save that, and then I use that. But the pig's lard can actually be used in lots of cooking, especially at the morning house. When was the last rain? Can you guys remember when was the last rain? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Your verjaardag. When was your birthday?
April.
What date?
April 20.
20th of April was the last rain. So that's not that long ago. So almost exactly 30 days ago. So that's why the water is turning grey, brown. Okay, I think that's going to be the end of my story. Wait, there's one more from Beshy. Put the sprinkler in there for a bit to soften the ground and they will turn the ground cover. So this is regarding the garden for the pigs. Beshy said I should put a sprinkler in there. I didn't do that. And Mika's got a channel and she just said she just reached 10 subscribers.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So I'm happy that she's got 10 subscribers. Okay, wait. Okay, now I want you to the end of my story. See you tomorrow.
I want to tell my joke.
Yeah, okay, tell your joke quickly.
Why is chicken so funny? Because!
Tell it slower, we couldn't hear it.
Why is chicken so funny?
Why is chicken so funny?
Because! Here's the other one. Why is chicken so funny?
Why?
Because they make yolks.